Hello, I'm the Platypus and welcome back to Orwell. Now, the last episode... fuck, I always do this. Something happened. I think we learned... Was last episode when we learned about Abraham's being dodgy? Abraham. I think so. We'll see. Government versus Abraham's case file. So he went to... Joseph Langley helped Abrams in court. Yeah, government plaintiff. Don't know what that means. Prosecuting attorney. That must be... Oh, so that's the defendant. That's the person who was going up against him. Defendant is accused of breaching the terms of an employment contract with the plaintiff. The defendant had entered on the March 15th. Okay. Abrams worked for the government. Are you positive? This is a true surprise to me. I've never heard his name here. Never. Someone must know if that is true. Why was he sued over a breach of contract? The plaintiff claim was granted through a medical condition of the defendant could be proven by his physician, Dr. Daniel Lyons. The court could see no justification for the defendant's absence from work. Also, basically, he was absent from work when he wasn't meant to be. So the defendant appears to be a healthy condition at the time of the verdict. The court was able to recognise a breach of terms of employment contract causing substantial loss for the plaintiff by the defendant.
I left a card. I'd gone to food shop and I left a card. I came in, picked the card up. I phoned the RSPCA up and said to them to pick the card up because I was so upset. And he just picked the card up, took one look, left a card.
Defendant is sentenced to compensate the plaintiff by paying a compensation equal to his previous salary during a 6-month time span. Additionally, the defendant must reimburse any salary he might have received during his absence. So basically, he missed work for so long, he wasn't actually ill, so he had to pay a fine for a 6 months fine. Okay. This seems to explain a lot. He felt too sick for work, tried to get out and was charged for it instead and found guilty. Considering the fact the bombings are starting to look like a weird kind of vendetta to me. High time we find Abraham Goldfels. I don't know. We don't know what's going on before. So this is a fishing club that him and Joseph were in. They go fishing and stuff. £25 a month to go fishing. Just go and find a lake somewhere. Gallery. That's the photo we saw before. Don't know who that is. Okay. That's Goldfels. Been around for some time as Tim remembered. Now he's made the best decision of his life and joined us. Please welcome to the club, Abraham. Welcome, Abe. Didn't ask last time. May I call you Abe? Well, saw you around last time, sadly didn't have a chance to talk to you. Seems very alone. What, are you kidding me? I thought we were a club for men and we just let anybody in now. So any problem with Abraham? You bet your ass is done. We never had a in the club and I prefer to stay that way. Oh, is Abraham gay? Bullshit, I talked to him all evening last Tuesday. Abe seems perfectly fine. Why do you think this should matter? Hell yes, no. Fred told me he was practically asked out by him once. Proof enough that Abe is gay. Immo, it's not of relevance, Dan. This is a men's club. It isn't blatantly obvious what he's trying to do here, and he didn't even tell us right away the secrecy is. You wouldn't just go join a club and say, "Oh, by the way, I'm gay." It's a bit of homophobia here. Guess what was really something we need to discuss first. Ron does have a point here. Hell, it does go. Why did come here? Hush, he should have told us right from the start. Maybe he's the only one. He's only either enforced code or shit to begin with, so why defend the guy? We start accepting we are practically forced to accept them. I think this sundown is easier than clickbait. Now I get why your wife Barbara divorced you, Joseph. Fuck me, this clickbait guy is a bit of a dick, isn't he? Oh, come on, mate. Come on. Right, we'll come back to them too. Bit of a knob, that guy, isn't he? Okay. What's he spending money on? Recurring donation to an unknown account. This is probably the one to, what's her name? Nina. Because he was sending money to Nina because of Abrams. I actually do feel a bit like a detective now. Might be something to the connection between Joseph and Nina. See, I'm ahead of it! If you can find out one last indication that this might be meant for Nina, that would be enough for investigative custody. Okay, nothing else dodgy. Unexpected proposal. Levity means everything at all. It means the right to tell people what they want to hear. George Orwell. A game called Orwell with George Orwell comments in it. Quotes in it. Okay. The reader, yesterday a most uncomfortable inquiry reached me. Out of all the possibilities the universe has thrown at, this is the one I would have expected last. The government has requested me to work for them. The government, the very same government bringing forth the dangerous safety bill, allowing me to prosecute on the suggestive evidence alone. I do not understand the nature of this call. They did their research, as they were completely aware of my views and all of my work as delegate. Why would they specifically call on me then? This got me puzzled to the utmost, and I cannot seem to work out what they would need from me. All I have told is that my work would be needed on a large-scale groundbreaking project, a buzzword bereft of meaning. Naturally, this would be not elaborate. They would not elaborate on any questions. Naturally, I refuse the offer. Contract. Well, that's a lie. Because unless they sued him afterwards or something, he refused at first and took on the contract after all, only to breach it. Odd. So maybe he took on the contract thinking he could out them. Dunno. Can't be serious. I would not want to see you work for the government, Dave. Don't do that. Nothing good has ever come out of anything they have done. You do that and I'm out. Your most loyal reader out just like that. Seriously. I no intention to work for the government, yet I wonder what might be the root of all this, whether it's something nefarious they have in store, and whether whatever it might be turn into something good given the right treatment. So that's probably what the thing is. When was this posted? No, not now. A year ago. There's cams everywhere, even at the Fleeting Power. It just mirrors that more, a little bit more. I think I've read this. Yeah, I have. Okay, I'll click on that there. Is there a new comment or something? Oh yeah? So you guys who bombed the Freedom Memorial, a hearty fuck you to you. I hope you fuckers die of cancer, you traitors. I don't get why someone would kill people to get their message through. They will get you all arrested, every last one of you. Die in hell. Bastards, activist group, my ass, you're a terrorist, nothing more, nothing less. You dare judge about life and death, judge not lest you be judged. Fuck. Target for DDoS attack, acquire server crashing, coming. Screw all you punk ass bitches. You had your articles, why? You had your articles, why? We want you out. You were the thought, then get your mind blown, motherfuckers. How to build a bomb, I need to kill some kids. What the fuck? I know where you live, it's not hard to find out, my dear. Know what I'm going to do, I will buy. Oh my god. Oh, we've done bad things. Okay. Have we read this one? Yeah. That was nice. Medical database. So we know his date of birth now, we know where he lives. Dodgy stuff. Abrams address, well done, I'll request a team for investigation immediately. Somehow I doubt he's around. Continue your work, I'll notify you when the team is report back to me. Patient has reported increasingly nagging pain in the epicocedic region he experienced for several months, especially during nights. Combined with a feeling he describes as similar to nausea, patient has also reported decreased appetite resulting in loss of weight over the recent months. Patient visited due to referral of his GP to exclude carcinomas. Something's happened down there. That's where the music's changed. Okay, that's doctor stuff. A carcinoma tumour of the size of 2.8 centimetres has been found in the head of the pancreas. Oh shit. Several parotid lymph nodes has been detected. There's no fun me reading that. Basically, he's got cancer. Oh, cancer. Yeah. Fortunately, the tumour has surpassed the state of being operable due to the metastasis found on the parotid lymph. The patient has been informed about the circumstances, as well as the fact that average life expectancy is 6 to 12 months at this state of cancer. The outliers with years to live exists. Oh shit, he's got terminal cancer. Fuck. That is so harsh, but it does mean this man has nothing to lose. That's what I was thinking. Fuck. Demon Store Donald, it is brought to your attention you have actively participated in suspicious groups in the past and present. I consider it to be unnecessary to elaborate how this is against the work, regulation or expectations of morality towards every journalist employed by the National Bureau. You are hereby informed you about the immediate termination of our work contracts regarding the National Opinion Column and any other articles. Oh shit, he's being fired because of the news. Oh, just side effect of the leak probably. I wonder what else got out to the TNB, and most of all, who did this. I'm a bit stuck now then. I need to find out, like, why they think he's gay. What was the other conflicting thing? I think there was another one. It was to do with Joseph, I think. Oh wait, I've got so much stuff here to do. Then there is this recurring donation that's been going on for some time. I can respect that you're helping out a friend. So this is from his accountant, I remember that. Due to outstanding ongoing financial support of our actions over the years, done this regularly for the children of the parties. Okay, let's have a look. Joseph Langley, financial troubles, yes. What I wanted to look at was his bank account. Where was that? There we go. I think if it was going, these donations were going to the, how much is it? It's $1,000. It can't be to a charity. If he's in financial troubles, which he doesn't look like he's in financial troubles there, he's got 50 grand in his bank. But, oh, I guess it's a company. But if it is, I think it's got to be to her. But I'm just guessing. I don't want to do that. Fuck it. So it's enough indication. Might just be a part of this terrible enough for investigating. Our friend and Ventina's office should be easily located. Oh fuck! I might have fucked that. Oh, I think I fucked that. Maybe it was a donation to that thing. We'll see. Okay, hey, seems the government just fired the first shot our way. Seems so. Is that the government? Some leak? I thought there might be longer to trace us all back to thought. Didn't expect the TNB would openly write about it. Those TNB fuckers fired me. Yeah, we know that. They did so quickly, while they must have really loved you. Alright, Juliet. Now there's another thing. Cass has been arrested, her lawyer told me. What? Fuck. Her lawyer. Her boyfriend. Because I thought it couldn't get worse. She's been arrested for ages. Yep, but it was about new evidence in the officer inquiry, not these bombings. Looks like some ugliness is heading our way from all sides at once. Think the police will follow this lead too. What lead? Of course, it's just a matter of time. Harrison. I'm scared. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Just yeah. Don't be. Did your hacker say something? Or that? That guy's crazy, completely nuts. I don't know why I ever thought of asking him, don't get your hopes up. Oh damn. They told him to meet up, didn't they? What about the lawyers you talk to? Seems like we will have used him for him soon. Cliff says he's busy trying to get Cassandra out. What sort of a bitch? Understandably so. What would you do if whatever her name was arrested her? What would you do if I was? Aww. I think these still must have a thing for each other. Yeah, I get it. No need to lecture me, Jules. Like, why would they message? Oh, I guess they're both going for it. But Joseph did say he might give us advice if he finds anything. Yeah, of course he will, right after he sends us his advice. You're not fair. We gotta face it, we're on our own in this. Ooh, there's another track on it. Wait a sec. That's her. You just text me, give me a second. Are these texts? Hello Julia, hi again. There might be like Facebook messages. Just had a look at the news. Yeah, it's exactly what we feared. It's looking pretty harsh, yes, but I made an interesting discovery that we need to have a word about. Yes, I need to talk to you and your colleague, Harrison. I was just chatting to him. I can set up a conference call, he's eager to meet you. That would be great. Give me a moment. He wants to talk. A lot of waiting in this game. Oh shit, I'll set up a conference call. Wait, Nina mentioned the cops were still wiring typing. Said it yourself, why not chat? Because we're definitely not tapping. I think it's at the college much more appropriate for a legal counsel raises less eyebrow and chat might be logged just as easy. We're just the average couple seeking advice, right? Couple, we need to do this. Don't speak too openly, don't mention wiretaps, okay? I don't like this, but alright. Ooh! I don't know what we're gonna find here, to be honest. Hello, hey, Joseph, seems this is working. Hello, Harrison, I presume. Yep, and you're the law guy. Right, the law guy, call me Joseph. Alright, Joseph. I just read about the group on the TMB, I guess that's exactly brightening things up for you. You could say that so, Jules. He has big faith in your skills. Joseph, care to elaborate on what you found out? Joseph, okay, so you all know the safety belt? Yes, yeah. All in all, it's an aggregation of paraphors to get people behind Mars much easier and to pry on their lives if necessary. No, they use it as a sorry excuse for spying on people all the time. That's not true. Intimidate them. Yes, I understand. What's particularly dangerous about it is, for you, is that individuals might be prosecuted by mere indication of threats to the nation. In specific situations, it would be more than enough to point a word you said in a rage to consider you dangerous. That's enough to hold you for some time. Oh shit, that's true. What's even more problematic for you is the so-called transvicity of indication. The what? You all form a group, an activist group. This links you with one another. Now, if there is sufficient indication that says Abraham created thought to commit crimes or even acts of terrorism, well, they have grounds to arrest you all. Oh shit, but we didn't do anything. How is this just? This is so friggin' outrageous. They'll twist and turn their so-called evidence until they get what they need. You will need to be very, very careful from now on. We can do something about this, right? We need explicit evidence showing Abraham created this group to be peaceful. Prove it beyond any doubt. This is why I need to ask you about Abraham to find out his original intentions. Well, ask away. The two of us were friends for a while, but I never got the feeling he told me a lot about what was going on in his life. He was quite reclusive, indeed. That's what he was like, except when he was at Thought. When he was, Howard Thought Farm. He found out about me discovering my blog, said he wanted to start a debate club. I said fine, we had a couple of lame meetings, nothing much happened at the debate club then. That would be good, that could hardly be regarded as a terrorist cell. Yeah, but Abe was obsessed with getting his message out, make people aware of what the government was doing. That could be misinterpreted. What about the protests? And we know why, don't we? Because in his mind, the government screwed him over because of his breaching the contract. I told about that. Well, we need his plan for the second ball turned out to be a catastrophe. And Julie, who was at what point did you join for? During my studies, I met Abraham online by chance. He wanted me to take his course. Then Jules took over the planning for the other two protests. Where's Jules at nowadays? So would you say Abraham intended violence and outrage? No, Abe hated violence, he always wanted to stay peaceful at all times. And so I've shown that Harrison O'Donnell's been involved in the planning of the thought process, but first we know that Miss Madrigal planned the first process, the finding now leaves no room for him. Did we make a mistake? Was Miss O'Donnell involved in the planning? Mr. O'Donnell. That's positive, so it was an individual plan this. Did someone in particular incite this? False intentions and bad planning caused us, you, me and Nina and every one of us guilty. It was Nina, she collected Abe wishes, not us. Harrison, nobody's in this here, not me, not you. I feel this isn't getting us anywhere. To make sure you won't be prosecuted as a whole group, I need to speak to Abraham. He's gone, we don't know where and we don't know why. How to reach him. Will you please excuse me for a second? Someone's very impatiently knocking on my office door on a Sunday. What? Who visits a lawyer on Sunday? Right, probably hasn't got any idea what to do and need an excuse to get out. Let's have a little patience at least. Ah, okay, so it was Nina's fault. Oh, you mean Nina naked every one of us is guilty of deviating from his intentions? I have no fucking clue. I'm going to take someone to go to the door, open and tell people to shove off and get back. Maybe you're right, maybe you're not coming back. Great, so no help from anybody. Of course I'm right, so what now? I suggest meet somewhere in town and come up with a good plan. What about the old meeting place? You mean that place? Yeah, of course. Just need to do something first. Somewhere important to them, shame they didn't say it. But arresting either of them is out of the question at this point. We don't have enough evidence against them. I just feel part that Mr. Langley is being taken into custody. Well done. Don't let me wait too long. Okay, yeah, see ya. Okay, so was it Nina's fault? Or was it their fault? Personally, I think it could have been Nina's, but that could just because I kind of like Harrison and Jules now. End of the day, she planned the protest, but they probably did it as well. Fuck. No, because Nina wanted violence. I don't think the rest of them wanted violence. That's what I'm going to go for. Fuck her. I'm not sure if I'm willing to believe that is really contradictory to what we wanted. So why didn't he do anything about it? So, I'm back. I just took like an hour and a half break to sort something out. Right. What was happening? Okay, so they were on the phone with Joseph and Abrams. I said that Nina neglected Abe's wishes. Might be wrong, but I'm hoping I'm right. So let's see what's come up. I'm guessing it's oh no, it's not. How to start repairing my notebook, February 4th. Hey, so I got this new notebook for my studies as a Christmas present for my parents. It was working fine until last week, but after a short presentation at the media department expo, the damn thing won't turn on anymore. Oh, I thought you meant like an actual like notebook, not a computer. Damn thing just won't turn on anymore. I think something's loose on the inside. My dad said I should just return it, but I'm determined to fix this thing. So come at me, clever IT guys and gals, and let me give some advice so I can call myself a real DIY notebook repair expert. Took a picture of my little troublemaker so you can see which make and model it is I'm talking about, so someone can tell me out there where to start and what I should be looking for. Ooh, that's really important. What's her name? It's Julia. And now we've got a computer. Okay. Thanks for. Have you turned it off and on again? Very funny, haha. Anyone here to give some real advice, pretty please? Think your father's right. Best return the notebook. Your old will be void if you make a mistake or open the case, or you can bring it around to the IT admin's room, A101. They'll take care of it. In any case, do not try to fix it yourself. Yeah, I get the concerns about the warranty, but I'm willing to take the risk. It's just that I hate to let go of the idea once I've settled on it. Determined. If you get what I mean. It's such a girl thing to say. You have to just be stubborn and listen to the mod. D. Julia, I hope I'm allowed to speak a little off-topic. Frankly, I rarely browse through this board, but I saw your post. I saw you last week at the media department expert. Weren't you the one who held the short presentation on ethics and online media? I found it quite captivating. I'd love to invite you to my media ethics course next summer if it fits your schedule. Oh, and I'm sorry I can't be much help with your notebook, but I'm sure you'll be able to fix it in no time. You'll see the Abrams. Oh, well, thanks for the kind word. Sounds interesting enough, I just might drop by. So that's how she got into the thing, maybe. Okay. Let's have a look at our computer. Anything? Oh, well, there's lost connection to the main server. Oh shit, what has happened here? Did she have like a bug on her computer? The connection to the main server has been re-established. But do you receive my messages? There we go. I just had a strange kind of connection problem. It was like the mainframe had vanished. Still got some data lost between the servers, and it seems it's all slowly going back to normal. We had a joker who thought he could intrude our database. InfoSec says they averted the attack. Huh. Oh, someone tried to hack us. Material for PR. Which one's first? This one. Hey Barry, Maria asked me to get some specifics on a project with the internal codename Demiurge. I'll send the authorization key to the access requested info separately. Can you get her details on how it functions from a user point of view, the interface controls and the project milestones date? We need data by tomorrow, and Rami is overseas at the architect thing. The only other person who could get it was that quickly I could think of is you. Care to help the new PR assistant out, Juliet? Hey Julia, put a USB with the material you asked for on our desk. It's tons of documents including technical details, yet most of the specifics have been redacted by the clients. Hope Maria is aware that this stuff is so confidential that it doesn't even exist officially. Ooh, that sounds good. No list on who got it or is supposed to get which stuff, when and why. Don't get why PR needs this, but well, I won't stand in the way of Richter's grand vision of information sharing and ask thou shalt receive, and after all, you had a key. Speaking of the devil, do me a favour and come round personally next time. Even though you've just started here this month, you can for sure guess what Victor had to say about email exchanges in the company. Synchronise over a synchronous communication goal meeting personnel words. You're the best, Barry. Yeah. So she requested information about codename Demigur. Demigur, I feel like I've heard that name before and I don't mean for Greek mythology. She started there a month ago. Okay, go back on the computer. Look at Stelligan. My dear Juliet, this from Abram. You're very welcome to write me in any way you find appropriate, and frankly I am happy about your open and honest message. Speaking to you, I got the impression that you were a very clever young woman who was afraid to believe in herself, which is a shame, because you certainly should believe in yourself. People will always find a way to be cruel, to be judgmental towards you, and that doesn't mean you have to take it to heart. Let me tell you something I rarely tell other people. I came to the nation from Gelbin, a tiny village near Stuttgart in Germany. Oh, okay, so we are in the real world, because Stuttgart in Germany, where I still have a family place. That's interesting. It's one of those places where everyone knows everyone without any exceptions. My childhood and adolescence were entirely determined by the atmosphere of being watched, evaluated constantly. It was made worse by the fact I felt I could not live up to all the expectations directed at me. I ended up trying to be who people wanted me to be. It was a maddening and abysmal stupidity, horrid for everyone involved. I would never want you to make the same mistake, but it sparked my interest in what I teach, so at least there was something positive come to think of it. I'm part of a small group of people who are just in line with the topics you're interested in. I'm certain you would find yourself appreciate there, and I'll give you more information in person. One of my courses should you continue to attend, which I certainly hope you do. So that's another recruitment thing. Is that everything? Yeah. Who's that from? Joseph. Oh, right, okay. That's the information I needed. That he's been married but divorced. I don't think we should mess with Mr. Langley's private life that much. This isn't what we're after. Well, it's information! Missing person worldwide. There's always hope to be found hotline. Okay, why are we looking at this? Oh. Age. So it isn't his real name, Abrams. Been missing since 1993. My dear Gutner has been missing for several years now. One day Gutner did not return from work. Colleagues and friends claim that they have not seen him, nor have any clue where he might have gone to. We all put our hopes on new possibilities of the web to continue our search maybe find us today. Gutner, I have not lost confidence that you are still out there. You would never abandon us. You wouldn't. I know if you've ever read this, please call. Alright, just give us something to know that because what became of you. We are not mad. We will never be mad. Just wouldn't. Right. That's probably why we can't find anything on him. How could I possibly miss this? I'm such an idiot. It's legitimate to change your name when immigrating. Yet very people do it. This is what Mr. Goldfield's Aaron must have done. He's been missing a long time though. He's reported missing 1993, the year he immigrated. What did he do? Yeah, he's married. He's not. He might be gay, but that's just some guy saying it. That's his family. Did he, like, leave them behind? It's not a very professional way to speak, is it? Did he, like, leave them behind? Oh shit. Oh shit, did he actually die? 86 passed away at his home near Bondon, though he was friends with very few knew the true person behind his gentle smile. Although his achievements in life were numerous, Gunter was a person always filled with self-doubt. There's no wonder, considering the world wronged him over and over. Yes, he had his mistakes, he wasn't innocent. Who was Gunter? Always did what he thought was right and deserved, but I will miss you dearly, my friend. I wonder who wrote this. Do we already know his birth yet? Shit. But he wrote a message recently. We have been chasing the dead man all this time. This is downright impossible. I mean, he did write an email to Matthew over yesterday, didn't he? I begin to hate the fact that we can only look at the points of data without knowing the full story. Truth is in there, but I just don't see it. Damn it, screw all of this, screw Orwell. I need to think, look at all the facts again, just watch for a while and let me know if anything new happens, okay? So the team at Abraham's address just came in. It's completely abandoned, no furniture left, nothing, which is no longer a surprise, I guess. Okay. What to do? Attacking our work, but not for long and not again. Not this way. I got you a gift though. Take a look at our thought web server. Handle with care. Oh, and the shit. So he was, well, I thought he was the one that hacked us anyway. This guy was behind the back end breach. I should have known. That's why it was so pathetic. Something worked though, apparently. What am I looking at? Oh shit. The Orwell project. For all the new people on the site, proper introductions are in order. Why hello there. Where did all the people come from? Might it be due to the fact that the fucking biggest newspaper in the goddamn nation just published an article on us? Didn't think they had an audience that large. The irony's not lost on me. We tried to get our message through, but whatever we did, it wasn't enough to get your attention, and now you show up on our doorstep, uninvited yet still wanting attention. Welcome and bin view, welcome. Now that you're here, let's have a small chat, shall we? I've got someone here who's desperately eager to meet you all. Well, meet my friend Benjamin Costine. Benjamin, meet the world. Oh, on first sight, Benjamin seems like a fine man, doesn't he? Like a fine man, doesn't he? He's 32, so in his best years. I'm not a friend with... Why am I? Where did this come from? I'll grant you to add more if there is any. I need to know. Oh shit, that's him. He's 32, so in his best years, lives in a cosy house, even has a pregnant fiancée called Amy Peters. So they'll hack Symes? No. Never would you guess what terrible secret hides. See, Benjamin here is a government agent in a project they apparently call Orwell. Never heard of it, no surprise, I hadn't either. They don't want us to know, at least not yet. Orwell makes it mind-numbingly easy to spy on all of you, just with a few mouse clicks. Ordinary people recruited from anywhere in the world makes those mouse clicks seem as if it was just a game. Then there is Benjamin. He is the guy who receives your data, has an elaborate look at it and says, this is the one we'll put in jail. This is the one's life we're going to fuck up, and that's one hell of a job, isn't it? Now you might ask, where did the Hancock fella get this info from? The answer is from the Orwell project itself, because the thing isn't even secure. No, I don't expect you to believe me. Just like that, I'd like to propose something better. Go and ask Benjamin. Oh yeah, I almost forgot that you don't know him. No problemo, here is his address. I'm making a profile for him, basically. How is this happening? This cannot be happening. I need to go home now. If you kindly visit him and send him my best regard, that would be much appreciated. We'll take care of the bastards that sit on the other side of the Orwell project, dig through all your personal files and grin like looking at your nude photography. There's been no nudes so far. Thought is your friend, we'll get them for your promise. The thoughts must be, we'll get them for you, promise. Oh shit. Right, I'm going to end the episode here anyway. I want to play on so much now. I might just record the next episode straight away. It's like 12:30. Anyway, thank you for watching. Next episode we'll find out what is going on with Benjamin Costigan. But yeah, if you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe for more. As you can see, I've done a series on this. Yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.